Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video tutorial, and this will be the final board in the section of blocking, the tactic of blocking based on the free book that is available on the Xiangqi Federation website. So without further ado, let us begin. In this initial analysis of the position, we can see that red would have two chariots and two cannons. Black would have similar material with two chariots, one cannon, one horse, and also the extra pawn. Both colors would have a single elephant guard, and it is obvious that black was now attacking very aggressively. Now, how can red turn the tables in this situation will be the key topic for this board. Now, the main concept to be presented in this board would be the idea of limiting a specific area on the board by using the blocking tactic such that a kill or a threat to checkmate would be presented. So this would be what precisely red would do in this board. And I personally found this board rather interesting, and I hope you can learn and learn one thing or two from this board. Okay, black. Now it is red's turn to move. Now if it were black's turn to move, black would be prepared to play r7 equals to 3 to move the chariot to this intersection and thus threaten to checkmate. Red will be in all sorts of trouble. Now faced with this attack, how can red turn the table? The first move would be to sacrifice the chariot. And thus, as can be seen, black's chariots and cannon will now be contained in this flank or this side of the board. And at this point in time, because of the poor positioning of the black king, red would deliver a check, forcing the king up, another check, and at this point in time, red would make this very beautiful move by advancing the cannon over here. By advancing the cannon to this intersection, red would threaten to checkmate with r8 plus 1. Now, black would be placed in a dilemma. A4 plus 5 was given as the main line. Now, if the black king moved to the central file, red would attack in this manner, a check. Back to the if black advanced, so if he advanced, red would checkmate in this manner. So that is why black can only retreat his king. So once he retreats the king, red will deliver a check. And for the only legal move would be to play a4 plus 5, but unfortunately, red would checkmate in this manner. Now this would be a very nice example of the cannon sandwiching checkmate tactic. And the key move would be to play c6 plus 5. So that is why black cannot play a4 plus k4 equals to 5. Now, neither could he play a4 plus 5 because red would continue to deliver a check, forcing the king back, and again block the black king with c6 plus 1, threatening to checkmate with r8 plus 1 again. And the black king is forced to the central file. A5 plus 4 would not be viable because red will continue with c6 equals to 7, again threatening with the cannon sandwiching horse checkmate technique. Now black will be forced to sacrifice his chariot, and basically by this point in time, because of the extra cannon, red would have a winning position. Let's say black tried to play r7 minus 2, red would simply move his cannon to safety with c9 equals to 8 to prevent black from playing with check and capturing the cannon. So after trading material, black would have a winning position because of the cannon. So the presence of the advisors would mean that this would be basically a win situation for red. So that is why a5 plus 4 would not work either. Now if but at least it would have lasted longer than the main line. So at this point in time, red would check, and red would play c6 goes to 7, threatening to go for a checkmate. Now, red would now be prepared to play r8 equals to 6, deliver a check with the king over here. Now, black cannot play a6 plus 5, or this would be a smarter cannon checkmate. Now, if the king moved, for example, red would deliver a check, and if the king retreated, this would be a checkmate. If the king advanced, red would checkmate in this manner. So basically, once this position was reached, red would have a winning position. So back to the main line. Short recap. Now, the first move, red would threaten or capture the horse, threatening to capture or trade material. Now, if black played this move, try to deliver a checkmate, black would simply capture the cannon and have a winning position. So this would be a trade of cannons, but black will leave to fight another day, and the extra cannon would mean that red would have a winning position. So that's why black would be forced to play r7 plus 3, and red would now use the tactic of setting up roadblocks or blocking the black king very nicely with consecutive checks, threatening to checkmate, and then again threatening to checkmate, forcing the king in, and then achieving a winning position. So I hope you've enjoyed this short video tutorial. I personally found this board very exciting, and if you like the work I've been doing, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.